I have been involved in music since I was a child. I have always had a passion for singing and listening to music. I was raised around music. My grandfather always played the guitar and sang to me, which is where my passion began. When trying to decide where I was going to go to get my master's degree, I had a world of options, but St. Louis drew me in. When I moved to St. Louis, I had heard from my friends who were already involved in music here how great the opportunities were to become involved in music. My very first barbershop chorus experience was with the Ambassadors of Harmony. I was able to attend a rehearsal and see the great music that they produce. I continued to go to rehearsals, and I heard about all of these additional opportunities that even applied to me. With working on a master's degree and having to do an internship, there isn't much time for me to have a hobby. The Ambassadors of Harmony have given me a great opportunity, and that is the Recruits Chorus. Without this chorus, I would not have the opportunity to pursue my passion of music and have this wonderful hobby. They have provided so much to the Recruits Chorus that have allowed me to be able to participate. The Ambassadors of Harmony are helping the recruits travel to compete on a stage. They've provided all of our music from wonderful arrangers. They have given us the opportunity to learn from the best of the best. Our directors are so kind and humble, and they work so hard to allow us to pursue our passion and teach us. I am thankful for the recruits under the umbrella of the Ambassadors of Harmony for giving me, as well as other singers, this wonderful opportunity to participate in a chorus.
I don't know where I would be without barbershop and music. I can't imagine a life without it because it's so ingrained within my DNA and within me that it's almost as essential as water. I took choir actually as a blow-off class, which is funny because sight singing, it wasn't a blow-off class at all. When I started really starting to love singing vocal music was when we sang a piece and it had a lower bass part and I could hit it. Didn't know how, I just knew that I was singing notes and I was singing them low and my choir director loved it. Fast forward about 2 months in, he tells us that we're going on a field trip for an event called Acapalooza Fall, where a ton of high schools come together and for an entire day we sing barbershop music, and then at the end there's this big concert with all these awesome groups. The first song we sing is Hello Mary Lou, and I've never heard a cappella music before that, never heard barbershop music before that. And the last time I think I heard about barbershop was just these old guys with hats singing goofy music. But we sang Hello Mary Lou, and I don't know, I caught the barbershop bug, I guess, man. It was incredible. And then after them, Ambassadors of Harmony came out, and the rest is history. I got back on the bus. As soon as we got back to school, I went up to my teacher and I said, what do I have to do to be able to sing in a chorus like that? What do I have to do to be able to sing in a quartet like that? I want to be better. I now know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'd go to Ambassador Harmony rehearsals when I could get a ride there, and when I walk in, I see all the AOH guys and they welcome me in like family, which I was not used to. I thought I was just gonna kind of walk in and stand by myself, sit by myself. Not at all. They welcomed me in with open arms. They were like, hey, here's a book, look, read along. And I couldn't, I was too nervous. So I was just like, I'm just gonna sneak by and sit in the back chair while I watched them. And I watched the whole rehearsal. Didn't want to leave. Did not want to leave at all. I auditioned with Tim Work, Eric Dalby, and Johnny Maroney. I was extremely nervous, and I made it. And I made it.
My parents always provided a very musical environment for me. My parents are both vocalists, and my dad plays guitar, and my mom plays piano, so there's always music going on in my house. I originally found out through a friend. He told me about the Acapalooza summer camp, and I've done that for the past 3 years now. It's definitely made a difference in my life, and I love it. What I find fulfilling about Acapalooza is that you get to enjoy the company of people you wouldn't necessarily meet in any other situation. And you get to work with them and come together and produce a final product. And just being able to sing with people is just a feeling you can't get anywhere else. A good majority of what they focus on is trying to outreach to the community, youth and adults, but there are so many youth programs, and it just shows that they really care about children and their musical ability and being able to express themselves through music. I love being a part of the Ambassadors of Harmony because there's just such a vibe that comes from being a part of them. Just to be able to walk around and have people understand that there's just an excellence, a true musicianship that you embody, that you represent, and an establishment of community and family and understanding of relationships. They provide me many opportunities to perform, to travel, many opportunities that I wouldn't get otherwise due to financial reasons or, schedule constraint. There's just so much that they provide financially. They have an Ambassadors of Harmony fund where they gather money every year and fund things like the recruits, get them to where they need to go for like midwinter and other performance opportunities that we might not have otherwise because many of us are not in the best financial state. Just being able to perform with the ambassadors anywhere, it's just an incredible experience that you really can't get anywhere else. Without the ambassadors, without that kind of musical influence in my life, I think I would have a different perspective on music. It would probably be kind of boring almost. I love music, it wouldn't have the same feel. It wouldn't necessarily be worth focusing on.
I got diagnosed with some heavy hitters early in my life, and the only thing I had that I knew how to cope with was music. So making it the center of my life was just like an easy fix, and it allowed me to forget about what was happening for even just a song. So Brentwood High School is not really a music school. The district is based mostly in math and science. That's where most of our classes are. There is only one choir class, and it usually only has like a maximum of 10 kids, maybe 13 kids. So I had to look outward for music. Every year we got these little cards that were advertising for Acapalooza. All my friends wanted to go. Everyone loved to sing so much that they were like, wow, a full week of singing together. That is the best that has ever happened ever. At the end of the summer, my friend who was in recruits sent me a Facebook message and she said, hey, there's this choir, it's free to do. And I went to that first rehearsal and I was like, oh, is this what barbershop is? I didn't think it was this fun. One of the biggest things that I will always get to say about recruits is that it allowed me to compete as a choir because I never got to do those choir competitions like All State and All Ensemble or whatever it's called. Recruits reminded me how fun it is to be a part of a team and to have one goal. And that goal is to just share some music and not to beat someone, not to be the absolute best, but to be the best because you feel like you gave something to the audience. So with the Ambassadors of Harmony, I had heard them before and I thought it was all that and a bag of chips and a Coke. It was so amazing to hear that barbershop and such a full sound. But I didn't know where a kid would do that because I was like, these are all grown men. So small girl, where do I do that? And for them to do Acapalooza and the Aca Fest where I was seeing my friends, like people that looked like me and reminded me of me, having the Ambassadors of Harmony as our parent group is really important and really fortunate to have such an established group of men that are so in love with music, that are so in love with a culture of barbershop, that they are willing to put in all this work to keep it alive and to keep it within us and teach other people how much fun it is. You know that feeling when you left like between $5 and $20 in your pocket and you leave it there for like months, and then you pick that jacket back up and you find that $20? That's how I feel. Parent organization of the Ambassadors of Harmony put out places for us to go. The work that they're doing in communities is really, really fortunate and important, and it's saving lives. And it doesn't seem like it at first, but it really is. It's saving lives, and it's changing us. Sometimes we just need a place to go. Sometimes we just need a place to belong. To the Ambassadors of Harmony, thank you so much for the outreach programs and for all these cool outlets that we get now. It really does make a difference.
Thank you to the Ambassadors of Harmony and the Recruits Chorus for giving us the opportunity to pursue our passion for music.
The Ambassadors of Harmony have changed my life for the better through their musical excellence and open hearts to the community and to the world. It makes me awestruck. It's incredible.
I hope that in the coming future that I can contribute in any way possible to give someone else, another kid, another adult, the same experiences that I've had thanks to AOH and the Recruits in barbershop.